What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back into my channel. My name is Kreepers and I'm here today with another Datamine video for Paladins. Now, this Datamine video will have different things. It will not just be Datamine, it will also be things that we found out through the deep dark web or just fucking box that Iris left on PDS. Like, for example, as you're about to see the first thing, this has already been mentioned by many other YouTubers, many other people. Most of the information you will find on this video somehow has already been leaked. But the thing is, I'm just trying to cover it all up together and give you guys my idea of things. So, the first thing we're going to see is the Koga skin called Cyberpunk, which was actually found on the chest you're seeing right now because it is not translated. I don't remember myself. I actually have the recording. This is a picture I found on the Datamine websites I usually go to, and they have this picture over there. This is a Cyberpunk skin. It has a lot of metallized to the leg, to his arms, and so on. And it looks really cool, but they kind of left it out on the PDS as soon as we got in this last patch. And such, everybody actually ended up seeing it, so it's not something of a big news. So this is like the first thing that I want to just throw out there for those who haven't seen it. It's really easy to understand, and it looks really cool. Something that I didn't mention before as well, it will be the ranked end of the season frames, which means that wherever you end in the end of this season, you'll get a frame related to your rank. So if you end in silver or diamond or gold, you'll get a frame corresponding the rank that you currently own by the end of the season. In this case, for example, I'm trying to get masters, and you can see here this will be the master and the grandmaster, and I gotta be really honest, I like these two a lot. I'll probably not get the grandmaster, unfortunately. I don't have the time to play ranked a lot. I may try to get to master and get a little bit of points just to stay up there and not be the ranked. It looks really cool. It has some effects. I don't think the other ones, the initial ones, actually have effects. I think it's just normal frames. That's why I also want the master one, because it looks cool. It has effects to it, and it's really awesome. Then we also have skins that were Datamine inside of the PDS files, one of them being the Buck Hercules. A lot of people already seen this as well. Really simple, putting it out there right now. And then we also have some skins, like, for example, for Madamba. This Madamba skin is actually related to Navi. For those who don't know what Navi is, it's actually a professional Paladins player team. And they don't just play Paladins, but even so, they're one of the main teams on the tournaments you see usually from Paladins, the professional Paladins teams. And I believe that this will be given out during the final tournaments and so on, like they did with the DreamHack MAGE. DreamHack MAGE, now, it's not a team. I think it's related more to the tournament itself. It's called DreamHack Tournament, and they kind of done it sort of like this. And I think that if you see the streams of the tournaments and so on, you may get a chance of winning this skin. It's almost like the other skins that were out there, like the burrito skin for Shaoling and so on. And it's really awesome. Looks cool. Probably won't have any special voice line. It will be just a normal skin for Madamba with those little colors, yellow, black, and so on. It looks cool. It has the logo in the back as well, and if you really like Navi, you'll try to get this skin definitely. Then we got the Mixer Con, which I'm just gonna explain this right now without even coming out. How is this gonna work? This is gonna be really simple. It's gonna be like the other skins that they have. This is gonna be a free skin where all you have to do is pretty much follow Hi-Rez, follow Paladins, and then link it to your Hi-Rez account on the main website, and probably you'll just get this. Because like Facebook, for example, you get the skin of Facebook for Genos. All you have to do is just follow them on Facebook, and you get it for free. Then you had one for Twitch, which was the Prime. That we would have to be Prime, so that was different. Then we also had one for PS4, which was the Victor, and also the Androxus. Then you would also have one for Xbox, which is the Androxus one as well. You also had the mirror from Twitch, which all you needed to do is just follow on Twitch Paladins, and you get the mirror for Ying. There was also the horse. If you subscribed on YouTube, you would have the normal horse, but in Virgin Black, and so on. There's many different skins. They're trying to get into Mixer this, as soon as possible. So they're probably putting up this skin. I'm also thinking this will not have any special voice lines, since none of the other skins have voice lines, specific voice lines. It will only be normal voice lines. So it'd still be a good skin to rock it out on the battlefield. Now, this was also found in the data files, the Datamine and so on, which is the Headless Bomb King. This is sort of like a connection to Halloween, where he doesn't have a head like the Halloween headless horseman or headless knight, ghost specifically that died, lost his head, was decapitated, and this is almost like a reference to it. It has 2 different versions of colors apparently. Do not know how's that gonna work. It will be really cool to have this and maybe rock it out with the pumpkin bombs. I myself, I'm gonna try to get this as well. It looks really cool. It looks awesome, although it looks almost like a bug, like the head is missing. But it will probably be really cool. It would just be even cooler if it was a little bit of flames coming out of the part of the head. Then there was also this skin also for a horse. It was almost like the primal mount as we've seen before, but it's like a lion. And I'm just gonna say this right now. This was also Datamine for Realm Royale, so this may be the first skin related to both games. This may be the skin that you will have to connect both Paladins and Realm Royale, and if you're a player on both sides, you may get this mount on both places, because this same skin was found on Realm Royale. So it's, this mount, it may be the initial part of skins related to both games where we can get them in both places. So that will be really cool to watch as well. And then we're going to be talking about the Skye rework. As for the first few pictures that I'm showing you, these pictures were all showed in dev streams and so on, so they're not something like wow, And this was already mentioned by many different YouTubers and so on. But I also want to mention something else which is sort of recent. First of all, if you're wondering what WYP stands for, it's work in progress, okay? So that's not just a brand or anything. They're just literally telling you this is a work in progress. This first picture you've seen, it's the weapon. And as you can see, there is the 1000 hands symbol in the beginning of her gauntlet. So she's pretty much has a gauntlet with a mini crossbow with blades in the front. I don't think this is going to change the way she fights. This is, for now, as they mentioned, it will be only a visual change. It's only a visual rework, and then later on they may change their abilities or not. Let's see. A lot of people are asking more for the, for the skill reworks than this. And then here, this is that same skin that we were talking about. I already mentioned before, these textures were all in the video that I showed before. But apparently they changed the head. People were complaining that they didn't like the head, they didn't like the face of the current one that they were trying to develop. And as such, they did sort of like a Photoshop mock-up of how it could remain with the face and the hair, but the rest of the body would change. And there's also a couple of information that we got to later on where it lets us know that we will be able to still have the old version of Skye available, like pretty much like the Ruckus, and even other skins, like I'm trying to remember right now other skins, but I remember mostly the Ruckus. Grok, unfortunately, didn't remain with the old. They just renew it completely. But we still have, for example, Victor as well. We have a couple of different recolor variations who are still available in the game. And very much probably that's going to happen as well with Skye. But I think it's only going to be with the normal skin. It's going to be a variation that you're going to be able to buy. And that's it. Now, on the Instagram of one of the Evil Mojo employees, she's actually she's on the part of the design, and I think her name is Sarah. She's the one who's actually taking lead on the project of Skye at the moment as we speak, and she posted a couple of things on Instagram, as you can see right now. Like, for example, here's the recolor with the new hair. There will be separated skin option from default. This is going to be the red version as we have it right now, but with the new skin. There's also a couple of other things that she showed. Like, for example, she actually put it this edited where there is the red skin as well. And it says, "Hi guys, I want to thank you for this awesome game. Skye reworking arrives in 1.7. or 1.8. And on the medallion you see of the mastery, you see 1.8. Which this means is we're going to have to wait at least for the next patch to see this, or if things go wrong, we'll see it on 1.8. At least we have a date for when it comes. Now, we know that it's going to be definitely in the next 2 patches. Then she has a little bit more of other things they were testing out with the skin. This is the old skin. Old Skye is still around. Will just be a skin versus default now. And as I was talking about before. And then we got this Get Your Skies to level 50 mastery. This is the golden skin of Skye. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the golden black version like we have already for Koga and for Furia and for even Dredge. Now we are also going to have it for Skye. I think she's going to be the beginning of the golden skins for the rest of the champions. Maybe we'll get a golden skin every new patch. Let's see. Let's wait. But all we know is that Skye is definitely going to be the first from the old champions to have a golden skin, and that is awesome. Here's another picture of her weapon in progress. I got to be really honest. Like many other people mentioned it, the weapon looks really big. It may be like a bad thing for kind of gameplay, but looking into Dredge's weapon, it's also really, really big, and eventually people will get used to it. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see for now. And this is sort of the facial expressions and so on they were also mentioning of her rework. Now, let's talk about what you're probably here to see. Many people already mentioned this, and it was also found in the Datamine stuff, but this is the first time I've seen these pictures of somebody who actually got into the game and found a clickable... It didn't allow him to click it, but a locked option of a champion with the name MAGE. This is a code name, and then the reason why I say that it's a code name, it's because there's no logic on a champion to call himself MAGE. We always have like personal names for any champion we have from the entire game. We don't have like the name Turtle or the name Magician, which is Moji, or the name Assassin, which is Skye. We have specific personal names, and the same will go for this champion, which is the Mage, codename Mage, and it's going to be damage. That's the first thing that I know, because if you look into it, it has the symbol of this damage on her left of the Mage name. And in here, he was trying to get in game, and the champion was there between Khan and Moji, mostly because of the alphabetic order. It was also a non-bot character, so it was going always down whether you want it or not. And it's still damage there, so pretty much maybe confirmed that the next champion is actually a damage. Very good. Now, here's the thing that I really wanted to talk about. People are believing that the new champion may be Karn. The reason being is because on the trailer, on the the lore video that they created of the Realm Divided, Karn appears with almost like a staff with a crystal on the edge, looking like to be like a mage, And the thing I think is that that's not actually true. We also see a character that appears on sort of the lore video that can be a champion. I've mentioned this before many different times, and this is going to be, again, mentioned, but this time related to this character. As far as we know, this may be the character that we're talking about. It's the little sorcerer, the evil sorcerer with a red crystal that appears in the middle of the video when people were talking about people using the crystals for evil, and then there's the explosion and stuff. This character, it's too well done, too well designed to just be a random person. At least this is what I think. And they start creating characters and they start creating concepts months and months before. So it wouldn't be impossible for this character to be that same character we were trying to look here at, okay? Before Dredge even had textures, he was already being like a specific sort of combination of abilities that then later on they managed to create effects and textures and so on. It doesn't mean that the Dredge wasn't even before this. They have plenty of designs before. You can't just believe that a person or a company will create a champion out of the blue in less than 1 week. So it's not to expect that this is actually the character at all. It probably will be. Okay, this is what I think that it will be, the Mage. This is who I think it is. The Mage looks like to be a code name. And I don't know about his weapons. Maybe it will be sort of, he will like hang around with a crystal or something. He can do like beams, like almost like Ying. As the name suggests, he's a Mage, so I believe that he could have the elements as abilities. And there's also another thing that I also wanted to mention. As soon as I heard the name Mage, the first thing that came to my head, it was actually the Mage from Realm Royale. It's not the first time that they actually put things on Realm Royale that end up going into the game. Like, for example, the revolver from the Fallen Androxus. It was first on Realm Royale before it even gotten into the Paladins game. Before it was even seen the skin, it was already in Realm Royale. So, how far can we go and actually say that the Mage class, the Mage standard skin, may actually be the new champion? I mean, it wouldn't be impossible, but I also think that maybe they're going to do something a little bit more, you know, with a little bit more detail than just what we have in a Realm Royale, because those are just standard characters. I mean, none of them, they tried to go a little bit different from what we have in Paladins. As you can see, none of the characters is actually related to the champions that we have. Like, for example, the first few characters looked a little bit almost like Victor, but they ended up changing it with time to the warrior that we have right now, which looks nothing to be with one of the champions that we own. So, I may be right, I may be wrong, I don't know. Let's wait a little bit more. Maybe the new champion will start to be teased soon enough. Although we already just had Dredge, but I don't know. Harris is doing their own agendas right now. According to what I understand, Chris is now actually on Realm Royale, so we may see a little bit of an increase of Dredge of Realm Royale going up a little bit on the scale of players and so on. So let's wait for that. Let's wait also for the rest of information we have on the Skye rework. Maybe she's going to still get the abilities rework as we wished. That was actually the first thing that we wished, not the visual rework, but whatever. And that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. That will be all for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys. Have a wonderful time.